Hello all, it's Teresa, Carolina Girl Wreaths. Welcome back to hang out with me a while. Today, we're going to be making a warm welcome autumn double ruffle wreath with the 21-inch mesh. I just love this method, and especially with 21-inch. I have a lot that needs to be used up, but it does make a full wreath. And I just want to say, I got fall fever, y'all. I can't help it. So you're probably going to be seeing some fall and autumn and maybe throwing a little Halloween wreaths now and then, tutorials. I know it's well, we got about another week in July, week and a half, but fall will be here. And that's my busiest time on my little store in Christmas, so I try to stay ahead on some of my wreaths, and these tutorials help me to get motivated to making them. So today, I just want to say first, get this mush out of the way. Welcome everybody, subscribers. I love you guys. You keep me going. And I feel like I know so many of you. Thank you for putting up with me. And newbies, if you're new, welcome. Please come back. I always say if you don't like one tutorial I do, you may like another one. But please come back. And so let's get started on our welcome autumn wreath. And I do want to add that I want to make it very warm. I want to make a warm one today. I'm just in that mood today. Okay. So first of all, we're going to need old Dollar Tree Faithful wreath frame. And here I'm back to the original pipe cleaner method. You'll need 15 pipe cleaners, 9 on the out two rings, 6 on the inner 2 rings. So I've just simply placed them. I have a tutorial on this one. If you haven't seen it or know how to place these, there is a tutorial on this one on how to place pipe cleaners on a 14-inch wreath frame. And you see I've got her all folded up. Okay, and the mesh we're going to be using is just it's a metallic decor mesh. I get most of my mesh and supplies. Y'all know I'm a craft outlet girl. I pretty much get a lot of my supplies there. So if anybody's interested in this number, just message me, or in the comments I can read it back to you. She's a real pretty warm, like a warm golden. What do you see, the sign? I just thought this was perfect. Okay, she's 21-inch. And then you're going to need some, for my curls, I've chosen a metallic brown. It's just a metallic brown shade. I'm sorry, the wrapper, I've used this on another wreath, but it also came from Craft Outlet. So that's going to be for her curls. And for my ribbons today, I've chosen some pretty orange, and this little pumpkin print's so cute. So I thought these two were really cute today for the wreath I'm going to be making. Just speaks fall, doesn't it? Okay, they're already cutting ducktail. Talk about that later for anybody that don't know how to ducktail. And then also I've chose these. Pretty sunflower print and some just solid yellow. And I think of all the ribbons I own, this is my favorite. I just love this. Something about it. So anyway, that's our ribbons for today. And let's see. Okay, for your pipe cleaners on your wreath frame, you do need a total of 15, if I didn't tell you that. But also keep you a few extra. We're going to need some for our sign. Okay? And our sign, here it is, guys. It's so cute. I fell in love with it. And I really hope that someone really likes this. We're going to have a autumn pie. I love pie. I'm a pie person. Ain't she pretty? Plus, a bonus, she's got this little rolling pin with her. So I just fell in love with it. Welcome autumn. So I really hope she turns out good. I just thought that's going to be so cute together. I might even keep this in for myself. And then, just for a few added touches, I'll go ahead and share, because I know I'm going to use them. These few florals. I just thought they would add to her, the colors, you know, just making it warm, and especially this here stand out. Okay, so that's all we need, and we're going to get ready to make our double ruffle. And it really is simple with a 21-inch mesh. So all we're going to do, you get your place down here. Okay, now I have mine cut already. Okay, so guys, we're going to get started with the 21-inch mesh now. I have 15 pieces. Lord makes so many wreaths. I don't know what's going on sometimes, but 15 pieces of 21-inch mesh, and they're all cut at 15 inches. 15 inches. So what you're going to do, get them all cut. Just, okay. Curly side up. Fold it over to where your two closed ends meet. What I mean by closed ends is where the factory edges, right there, the ones that you've not cut, come together. That's how you want to fold it. Okay? So you're going to have that end, plus you're going to have the end that's closed when you fold it in half. And once you get that, just work with it. It takes a while, but just work with it. It'll come. Turn it around. And use your little something to hold it down while you make your ruffle. Just like you're making a regular ruffle, guys. You're just doubling it with this mesh. Use that little. Okay? That's all you're doing is just doubling a ruffle. So you want to get down here and just turn it under a little bit, because this is the part that'll be cut. Best you can. Sometimes it goes easy, sometimes you just gotta work with it, but there we go. And just scrunch it up, fingers and thumbs. Scrunch it up like you're just making a ruffle like you would any other time, only she's just doubled here. All the way to the end. And I always turn my other end underneath like I'm doing here when I'm finished. That also turns down some of that fraying. If you see any strands, just clip them off. So there we go. There we have our first double ruffle. It's going to look pretty when they all come together. Okay, so I'm just going to place her in here. I hope everybody's doing okay today. Wherever you are, it's a beautiful day here again in North Carolina. I think we're getting a little cooler, but it's still humid. But there again, remember, no complaining, Teresa. Okay. But I hope everybody is doing good. Whatever you do today and things go your way. Okay, so there's our first double ruffle. Okay, so we're going to do another one. We have 18 pieces cut at 15 inches. Fold in half to where you meet the two closed edges. That's not cut on. Okay. And then just turn her around, up and down. Place a little rock here on the end. And just going to start making your ruffle like you would a regular ruffle. All you're simply doing is just doubling it. Start fingers and thumbs working in together and scrunching, making it ruffle. Then I always want to close them. Just all I'm doing is just taking the ends here and just turning them under like that before I put them on my wreath, on my frame. Okay? just keep on going around. You may have a little fray on some of this mesh here, but sometimes it just can't be helped. I mean, some people would burn their deco mesh, but I have found that I still have fraying, so I just don't take the time to do that, because when you get your ruffles and everything on, guys, you know, a little bit of fraying is not going to show up. And if you do, remember, I have tutorials, if you've seen any, where you just take your glue gun and run it over some areas, and it'll just seal it off. So there we go with the second ruffle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get the 15 done, and we'll be right back. Okay, here she is, all double ruffled. Okay, and just to say it again, because I think I messed up earlier, you have a total of 15 double ruffles, 21-inch mesh, each piece cut at 15 inches. Okay, now so we're ready to put our curls in. Okay, and I chose the kind of like the chocolate brown to bring out the other colors. It's 10-inch mesh, and it's just cut at 10 inches. So just simply just curl it up. Just curl it up. Pinch it in and start filling her up with them curls. Okay. On the way I see some strings. I did want to show you this, guys, in case you have missed it. Anybody new or somebody just the fraying. There will be some fraying on this because of the open edges. If you can see right here, I'm going to show you. See right along here where I've got it, it's kind of really, you know, sometimes it can't be helped, but, you know, eventually that would be hid with something. But what I told you to do is just take your glue gun, and you just simply want to go across with your glue gun, not squeeze it too hard, just enough to get it on there, and it will seal that fraying and stop it. It does work. I do it a lot on my wreaths. When I have fraying, it helps a whole lot. So simple as that. Okay. So again, going on to another curl. Okay, so when we get through with the curls here, we're going to have 15 of them. Here they go. I like the brown kind of on the, especially bring out the signs, I think. So I'm going to finish the curls, alrighty? Thank you for hanging with me. Okay. So now she's got all her curls in her. Guys, you know what she reminds me of? And y'all might be familiar with this candy. The Werther's hard candies, or got the caramel in it and all. It just looks like a piece. I'd like to have a piece right now. Okay, stay right. Hold on, someone's at my door. Guys, I'm sorry about that. It was my husband. He come home a little earlier, and the screen was latched, and yes, I latched the screen to keep the boogers out. Now, there was a time we didn't have to latch our doors. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but anyway, I mean, I live in a pretty good neighborhood, and nobody bothers you, but I have my dog Jake, but out here in my room with my air conditioner on, I don't want nobody walking in on me unexpected, you know what I mean? So anyway, let's get back now. I got the curls all in her. We're ready for the ribbon, okay? Okay, so I've chose the bright, pretty orange and the pumpkin here to go on my outer two rings. So I need 9 pair of these. Just pair them up, pinch them. This wreath's already making me feel good just looking at her. It's funny how colors can make you feel sometimes. Y'all like that too? Like if you wear a certain color, it makes you feel better, or just, you know, some can make you feel drab, or but she just makes me feel good by looking at her. Okay, so there's our first one on. Anybody? And if you're new and have not done a ducktail, okay, simply fold your ribbon in half, fold it again at the bottom, and how I was taught, the wired edge is facing me, and I just cut into the wired edges facing me, and I just cut into the crease, and that makes your little ducktail. Alrighty, so I'm going to go on around with the 9 pair of these. Just love that. You guys like it? It's really pretty. So, okay. Just cut them off a little bit, not too short. Push it down in there. Here we go. And the ribbons here are kind of like I like the texture to them. They're kind of like a canvas. So here we go for the first 2. So I'm going to finish getting them on and go ahead and put the inside ones in. So, alrighty, we're about done. So see how pretty she is with all the ribbons on her now. Okay, so now we're going to the sign. And I'm sorry about while I go the door. I'm sorry about that. So my place, there's always something happening here or going on here. Okay, so the sign here, all I done with my sign, I took 2 pipe cleaners, which I work with 2 on my signs. Some people use 1, I use 2. And I just took my hot glue gun and put them on each side of my little autumn pie. I just love this. Makes me want an apple pie. So I'm just going to put her, I've decided I'm going to put her like down some of the, probably in the center, down a little low, because we've got the rolling pin to go on too. So I'm going to put her some down in the center. Go down with her some. So just feed her through the mesh. You find your spot and go to your, she's going around the 2 rings, okay? Flip her over. And I'm just going to go around 2 rings. I'm closest to the inner ones. And I've always said I feel like wrapping her around 2 rings gives her just a more support. Holding her together, holding her in. And this little pipe cleaner method on your signs, you can always go back and take them out and redo them. So I do like the pipe cleaners on the signs. Okay. And then we're just going to go across and as y'all know, when I get my signs on, anybody new watching, I do have to put her on the door before I get completely satisfied with them. Because I just can't adjust things the way I want to when I'm looking down at it like this. Some people can, but I have to have mine right in front of me. Okay, so I can get a good look at her. There we go. Taking the 2 again around the. And once you get your signs on, you can go back and just pull your ribbons out and adjust them. Okay, so see here so far I got the little pound. So I'm going to go up some with her with the rolling pin. It's looking kind of pretty. Okay, And my little welcome rolling pin, I just, same thing, my little pipe cleaners, I kind of put them in more where I had more width besides on the handles. And I'm just going to take her and put her up above the pie somewhere here. Maybe give her a little slant. I think that looks good on a wreath. I'll get her in here. Flip her over. Twist. So I took time a while ago my board behind me that I'm using now for my wreaths. I cleaned it off so I could hang her up in a minute. I may have to go back and adjust this some because I just can't tell with it down. But this is how you put your signs on when you use pipe cleaners. And you see any snags or stuff sticking out, just clip them all off. I may have got this one in a little too tight. Kind of want to loosen it up some. Look like it was kind of going in a little. Yeah, you don't want your signs. That's the thing I had to learn. You don't want your signs mashing into your wreath. You want to have it sitting on top, but not mashing into it. Okay, we're just gonna go in and get your ribbons out from under. Work with them. Pull them out. And like I say, you just have to do some, well, I will have to do some adjusting to get it exactly how I want it once it's on the door. So just what you do is just go around and pull out your ribbons. Now I'm going to put a bow on this, but it's going to be one that I normally put on my wreaths that I sell. In other words, I do a lot of these bows that I'm going to make for this wreath here. I'm going to use every color of ribbon that I've got here and just do a layered bow with my Bodabra. That's kind of the one I'm best at. I guess I've been doing it so long, but so here's an idea of what she's going to look like, just until I get her exactly how I want her, guys. Okay? So let's see here. Because I can't just kind of fix her the way I want her, but I'm going to have an idea of something like this when she's done. She's a little off right now, but when we get her on the door, and then you'll see. Okay? So I'm going to put her on the door, and then we'll work on the bow. Right. Okay, here she is, guys. I hope you can see her for the lighting. Sometimes the lighting in here is not best, but don't she look kind of warm? And I love the rolling pin and the little pie and as you can see, I added my flowers. I like to add a touch of flowers sometimes, but I have changed my mind, guys. I'm not going to add the bow. I thought about it because I will be selling this wreath, and I just kind of think she's pretty much got a lot going for her. So I'm sorry. I will do a tutorial one day on a big old fall bow like I'm talking about. I can do those pretty good. But I hope y'all like her, and I'm trying to get the light where maybe if you could see her more the side here. I guess my light behind where I work is kind of taken away from the orange in the pie. Whoop! Something fell. There we go. Can you see that a little more better now? There she is. Yeah, that's got that warm look. Looks good. Smell that pie. So there she is, my Welcome Autumn Warm Double Ruffle Wreath with the 21-inch mesh. So I do hope you guys like her. I'm sorry this is a little longer tutorial. I just want to say though, I really thank you all. I mean it, for staying with me. I hope that I've taught you something, or you've learned something today from this, and what you can do with 21-inch mesh for a double ruffle. Don't forget my giveaway, please. End of July. It's a pretty nice one, I think. And I just want to say right quick, we're talking about fall. Well, have you ever, like when you fall or something just falls or goes wrong, or, well, there's this saying, like you all may have heard it, some of you, but there's a saying that goes, the greatest glory is not never falling, but rising in every time we fall. So I just want to throw in something about fall, and to me that can mean this too. If you're doing something, you fall at it, or something just don't work out and you keep falling at it, get back up and rise, because that's what's going to keep you going and make the difference. Okay, so everybody, thank you all for joining me. This old, I don't know, my husband calls me a hillbilly, but I'm just me. But thank you for being with me. I love you all, guys, and I appreciate every one of you. Okay, so till next time, everybody have a good evening, because it's getting late here. Bye-bye.